Good advice is worth its weight in gold. So we wanted to go find some of the best advice that salespeople give other salespeople. So we came to TOPO Summit 2017 to find out, what advice would you give to a salesperson knowing what you know? The answers will surprise you.
Sell what you believe in, sell what you love.
Be hungry, follow the structure that you have in place.
Get a good mentor.
Just be coachable.
Learn from those who are successful around you. If you see someone's crushing it, figure out what they're doing so you can be like them.
You got to be passionate about what you're selling. If not, they'll see through that. And then if you have to deal with management, which usually you do in a sales role, have someone you like working for. Because at the end of the day, you got to respect your boss. You got to like your boss.
Make sure you're staying in tune with what's going on, not only in your space, but what's going on in the industry around you. Do your homework.
Always staying up to date with product knowledge.
Talk to your developers, talk to your client success team, and ask them, how does the actual back end of the technology come together and fit and mold together to create a cohesive product?
Understand your product and your service very well, what kind of value it brings, understand your customer and their pain points as deeply as possible, and think from the customer side.
Not doing the fast talking, but just kind of confidence in your voice, the downward inflection, that late night DJ voice that just kind of says, I'm in control and this is a positive experience and I'm here to help and I know what I'm doing and I've helped people like you a million times before.
Make sure you do your research before you call.
You should never pick up the phone and not know who you're calling. Even if it's 20 seconds, pull up their LinkedIn profile, go and discover org, figure out who their boss is or who's on their team. Yep. Have something to talk about.
Take a step back and kind of get them to try to get them to do the talking so that you can fill in the gaps and connect whatever it is that you have that can help them specifically with their issues rather than showing them all the bells and whistles.
You should just be upfront when you're talking to them. You should be honest and you should just say what your product does do.
Just listen and be apt to change. Don't get complacent. Make sure you're always learning. Things are changing, industries are changing, the way things are doing. And what you did 4 or 5 years ago might not work today. So keep learning.
Leveraging, social media and all the different resources that your company's invested in.
It's about making your customers happy in the long run, and it's about keeping that relationship going and keeping it strong.
Make sure you really want to go through the rigors of prospecting, the rigors of trying to develop business before you get to a closing role. Because everybody thinks that sales is all about the close, it's all about the close, but really it's about a great process. You can't control the customer, you can only control your process. And so learning how to be excellent with a process and a system is really fundamental to being a great sales professional.
Building such a great friendship with these people, and you have to make sure to keep it up. So after you've done a deal, keep that relationship going because you never know when that can come in use. They might switch companies, then you can reach back out to them.
Be friendly and genuine and let people know that you're not trying to sell them some snake oil and you're not going to be blowing them up every day for the next 6 months on something they don't need.
People don't want to be sold to. People want to have something that they know that the person who's selling is genuinely believed in, and you're genuinely using it.
You could be talking to a prospect who you think is a horrible fit, but may end up being an awesome fit.
It's all about your wording and your messaging.
If you're real and you have real stories, people are going to respond to that, and people really pick up on knowing if you're being genuine and when you're not.
Slight variations in how you word things can make all the difference on how they perceive it. Learning to not say, is there anything I can help you with, but just changing the verbiage of that slightly to say, what can I help you with? As an example, and that can be used across many things in emails or on demos or in-person meetings.
Look at sales directors, right? And the guys who've made it, the guys who are making $500-600 grand a year, those guys took it serious early on. Take it serious from the start and you'll just shorten the amount of time before you start buying your Rolexes and your Patek Philippe's and whatnot.
That's a wrap, people. Done, finito, and over. TOPO 2017 is behind us. But boy, did we learn how diverse the world of sales is. People's stories are diverse, their challenges are diverse, the things they experience are different for everybody, and that's why we created the Real Deal of Sales, to give you insight to what salespeople go through every day. So look, do you have a challenge, do you have a question? Hit us up on Twitter on the hashtag The Real Deal of Sales. We'll answer them, and we'll see you next time when we get into the real deal of sales.